Our tip of the week this week is how we add parametric text to a custom symbol. So based on that example that I was just discussing, first we'd want to do is to draw the symbol, right? So we need to take the symbol, draw whatever custom shape we want using the line tool, spline tool, or circle tool. And of course, we could also add fill to that as well if we need it. Once we have that drawn, we need to add text to it. Whenever you add text to a custom symbol, always keep in mind both the alignment and the insertion point, okay? Because in this case, for example, if I know that I want this text to expand this way, all right, because I don't want it to go that way, then I want to make sure that the insertion point is here, so it's expanding this way, and also so it's left justified, okay? Same thing with the one below, or if you had it was in the middle of a symbol and you want it to be expand from the center, then you want to make sure it's both center justified and a center anchor point. So those are two things to keep in mind, really important when you're placing text into a symbol. Once you've done that, just like with a 3D object, you're going to select it, both the graphics and the text. You're going to go to the File menu, Libraries and Objects, save the selection as an object. You're going to give that a name, my finished tag, and go to Save. You can then just go and place that tag in the floor plan. And then you want to open that tag by simply going to the File menu, Libraries and Objects, and Open Object. When you do that, it's going to open into the library part editor. And this is where we add in some new parameters. So we're going to click our new parameter tag, our new parameter button here. We're going to add our new parameters in. There's a variable here we'll give by default, which is the name of the file, and then an A and a B after it. We'll give it a name, ceiling finish, ceiling height, for example, and then you probably want to give it a default value as well. Again, we're going to want to change this. This is not going to be something that's actually linked to a 3D model component, so therefore it's just 2D. So we want to change this from length to text, and that would be our type is text. Once we've done that, we then want to change the order. So we want to move it from, because it always places these new parameters at the very top of our parameter list. So we want to move those down in order to wherever we want those placed. If you want to put a header above this, you could do that by, again, clicking on this option right here, which will then put a header and a section. So it'll do like line type here, where it'll add a little header above there, this bold. So you could type in custom parameters or finished parameters or whatever you want it to do there and add those in. Once you've done that, then you're going to want to select and copy each variable name. Okay, so as I mentioned, it's a good idea to rename these variable names from their defaults, as this variable name would be here, to what that variable name is actually representing, in this case ceiling finish and ceiling height. Copy that, and then you're going to want to go down into your 2D parameters here, okay, 2D script, excuse me, and click that button, and then it'll see a script for the 2D, and you'll see in parentheses fin. Now this is what we had saved that or type the text in originally, right? So if I go back to that, that's that text that we originally created and typed in here. And that fin with a little period at the end of it is exactly what has been entered into our script. So this is really simple. All I have to do is simply take ceiling underscore finish and highlight this, including the parentheses on both sides, the quotation marks on both sides, excuse me, and then basically paste this variable name. Okay, that's all we have to do. And we need to do that and repeat that also for this ceiling height as well. Once we've done that, we now have both the ceiling finish and the ceiling height as variable names now within our 2D symbol, or within our script, 2D script. So now what we've done is we've now changed it from a static text of fin dot, or the X inch dash X feet or X feet dash X inches with a variable name. So that is now going to take whatever we type into this parameter and change that. So once we save this now and we open up our object settings and look at my finished tag, we're going to see two parameters down here. And these are both editable, right? So if I click into the ceiling finish and I type in GIP, it's going to type in GIP. If I type in ceiling height as 9 feet dash 2 inches, it's going to type that in. That is how you add parametric text to any 2D symbol in ARCHICAD. And it'll also still have the lines and the pins and the defaults for that. So if you want to be able to change this line type here on the fly, ARCHICAD automatically creates that for you. If you want to change your pin type, pin weight, pin color, it automatically will do that for you as well. But it does not automatically give you, these parameter options unless you go in and do that. And so this is really a simple way for you to go and add in parametric text to any 2D symbol you want to create. That is our tip of the week.